Hello, I welcome all the learners of class 4 to my channel. Let's start solving International English Olympiad sample paper. Okay, so are you ready? Can we start? But before we start, like I always say, the more you practice, the more you score. Let's get started. The first part, word and structure. Their first question is question 1 to 7. Your instruction to solve them is choose the correct option. Let's do it. First sentence, you dash wear a helmet or you'll be fined by the traffic police. Now your options are might, can, must, don't have to. Like these are the four options. Which one of them is correct? Which one should I fill in this blank to complete the sentence? Should I put option A or B or C or D? Which option should I put? It is option C. You must wear a helmet or you'll be fined by the traffic police. Next one. I was feeling very tired, so I dashed down for a while. Your options are late, lay, lied, lie. Okay, these are the four options. Which is the correct option that I should fill in this blank to complete the sentence? It is option B. I was feeling very tired, so I lay down for a while. Okay, next one. Okay, next sentence. She is very good dash mathematics. Now your options are in, on, at, with. These are the four options. Which one of them is correct? It is option C. She is very good at mathematics. Okay. Next sentence. The book was so interesting that I couldn't dash it down. Now, which word should I fill in this blank? Options are take, put, make, keep. These are the four options. Which one should I put in this blank? Or which is the correct option? It is option B. The book was so interesting that I couldn't put it down. Okay. Next one. He was late because he had to wait for a long time. Dash the bus stop. Now your options are in, at, on, to. These are the four options. Which one of them you think is correct? Is it option A or B or C or D? Which one is the correct option? It is option B. He was late because he had to wait for a long time at the bus stop. Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. Next sentence. If you had studied harder, you dash the exam. Your options are would pass, will pass, would have passed, pass. These are the four options. Which one is the correct option? Is it option A? Is it B? Is it C? Or is it D? Which one is the correct option? It is option C. If you had studied harder, you would have passed the exam. Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. The children were excited, dash the school trip. Now, which word should I fill in this blank? Options are about, with, to, on. These are the four options. But which one is correct option? Those who are saying option A are absolutely right. Well done. The children were excited about the school trip. Okay. For question 8 to 15, your instruction is fill in the blanks. 8. You dash apologize to her for being late. Your options are can, should, would, might. These are the four options. Which one of them is correct? It is option B. You should apologize to her for being late. Okay, next question. It was raining heavily, so she dashed an umbrella. Your options are put on, took, carried, gave away. These are the four options. Which one of them is correct? Which one should I fill in this blank to complete the sentence? It is option C. It was raining heavily, so she carried an umbrella. Okay, next sentence. The students were asked to focus dash the instructions. Options are on, in, to, with. These are the 4 options. Which one is correct option? Is it option A? Is it B? Is it C? Or is it D? Which one it is? It is option A. The students were asked to focus on the instructions. Okay, now question 11. I left my phone at home, so I dashed my friends to make a call. Your options are borrowed, took, bought, gave. These are the 4 options. Which option should I put in this blank to complete the sentence? It is option A. I left my phone at home, so I borrowed my friends to make a call. Okay, next one. She is married dash a famous musician. Your options are from, with, to, at. These are the 4 options. Which one is correct? It is option C. She is married to a famous musician. Okay. Next one. If you eat too much junk food, you dash gain weight. Your options are will, would, shall, can. These are the 4 options. Which one of them is correct? It is option A. If you eat too much junk food, you will gain weight. Next one. He is looking forward dash his vacation next month. Your options are with, at, on, to. These are the 4 options. Which one is correct? It is option D. He is looking forward to his vacation next month. Okay, next one. Lisa, did you enjoy the movie? Mark, yes, but I think we can dash about it more later. Your options are talk, go, tell, see. These are the 4 options. Which word should I put in this blank to complete the sentence? Or which one is the correct option? It is option A. Mark, yes, but I think we can talk about it more later. Okay, with that we have reached the reading section. Here the instruction is for question 1 to 10. Read the text given below and answer the question that follows. Okay, let's read the text together so that we'll be able to answer all the questions quickly. Emma, hey Alex, did you hear about the school trip next week? Alex, yes, we are going to a science museum, right? Emma, that's right, I'm really excited. There will be so many interesting exhibits. Alex, me too. I love learning about space and technology. Do you know what time we have to be at school? Emma, yes. The teacher said we should arrive by 8 a.m. because the bus leaves at 8:30 a.m. Alex, that's early. Do we need to bring anything special? Emma, just a notebook, a pen and some snacks. We will have lunch at the museum cafeteria. Now this was the passage. The passage has an end. The passage continues. Alex, that sounds great. We are allowed to take pictures inside. Emma, I think so, but only in certain areas. The teacher said we should ask before taking photos. Alex, got it. How long will we stay at the museum? Emma, we'll be there until 3 p.m. and then return to school by 4 p.m. Alex, awesome. I can't wait. It's going to be fun and educational trip. Now that we have read the passage, let's quickly answer the questions that follows. Okay? First question, where was Emma and Alex going for the school trip? Okay, your options are the zoo. Next option, the science museum. Next option, the amusement park. And the last option, the library. These are the four options. Which one of them is correct? It is option B, the science museum. Okay, next question. What topic does Alex love learning about? Options are history and culture, next art and painting, next space and technology, and the last option music and dance. These are the four options. Which one of them is correct? Let's see this answer. It's space and technology. Okay, so it is option C, space and technology. Okay, let's move on to the next one. What time should the student arrive at school? Option are 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m., 9 a.m. These are the four options. Which one of them is correct? It is option B, 8 a.m. Next question. Why do they need to arrive early? Options are to have breakfast together, next to meet the principal, next because the bus leaves at 8:30 a.m. and the last option to collect their tickets. These are the four options. Which among them is correct? It is option B, because the bus leaves at 8:30 a.m. Next question. What are the students required to bring for the trip? Options are a backpack, water bottle and camera. Next, a notebook, pen and snacks. Next, a football, lunch and shoes. And the last, a mobile phone, jacket and books. These are the four options. Which one of them is correct? It is option B, a notebook, pen and snacks. Next one. Where will they have lunch during the trip? Options are at the fast food restaurant, next at a picnic spot, next at the museum cafeteria, and the last option in the school canteen. These are the four options. Which one of them is correct? It is option C, at the museum cafeteria. Okay. Now next question. Are students allowed to take picture inside the museum? Options are yes in all areas. Next, no, not at all. Next option, only in certain areas. And the last option, only outside the museum. Now these are the four options. Which one of them is correct? It is option C, only in certain areas. Next question, what should they do before taking photos? Options are take picture freely, ask for permission, ignore the rules, turn off their phones. These are the four options. Which one of them is correct? It is option B, ask for permission. Okay. Next question, until what time they stay at the museum? 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. It is option C, 3 p.m. Next question, when will they return to school? Options are by 2 p.m., by 3 p.m., by 4 p.m., by 5 p.m. These are the four options. Now which one of them is correct? It is option C, by 4 p.m. Okay. Now we have reached spoken and written expression section. Here are the instruction to solve question 1 to 5 are choose the correct option. First question, Henry. Hey Ray, did you watch the football match last night? Ray, no. While I dashed the match, the power went off, so I couldn't watch the whole match. Your options are to fill this blank are first option watched, next one watch, next will watching, and the last was watching. These are the four options. Which word should I put in this blank to complete the sentence? It is option D. No, while I was watching the match, the power went off, so I couldn't watch the whole match. Okay, next question. Emma, why didn't you come to the party yesterday? Liam, I dashed to visit my grandparents. Your options are have, has, will have. These are the four options. Which one should I put in this blank to complete the sentence? It is option A. I had to visit my grandparents. Okay, next one. Sarah, what are you doing this weekend? Tom, I haven't decided yet. I dash go hiking if the weather is good. So which word should I fill in this blank? Options are must, might, should, have. These are the four options. Which word should I fill in this blank? It is option B. I haven't decided yet. I might go hiking if the weather is good. Next question. Lisa, where is Mark? I can't find him. Jake, he dashed in the library right now. He had some work to do. Now your options are is, was, will be, has been. These are the four options. Which one of them is correct? It is option A. He is in the library right now. He had some work to do. Okay, next question. Olivia, do you know who painted the Mona Lisa? Sophia, yes, it dashed by Leonardo da Vinci. Now your options are painted, was painted, has painted, paints. These are the four options. Which one of them is correct? It is option B. Yes, it was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. Now, we have reached the achiever section. Here you'll be having 5 questions. Now, the instruction to solve them is choose the correct option. Okay, first one. The person who speaks many languages is called a dash. Your options are philanthropist, polyglot, monoglot, pessimist. These are the 4 options. Which one of them is correct? What do we call a person who can speak many languages? It is philanthropist. Option A. Okay. Next question. A place where birds are kept is called a dash. Aviary, apiary, sanctuary, aquarium. These are the 4 options. Which one is correct? What do we call it? A place where we keep birds. What do we call it? A place where we keep birds? It is option A. Okay? Aviary. Okay. For this question, a person who speaks many languages, it is not philanthropist, really sorry, it is polyglot, okay? Okay, this one is correct and that one is wrong. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. A person who does something for free without being paid is called a dash. Employee, volunteer, entrepreneur, beneficiary. These are the 4 options. Which one of them is correct? It is option B, volunteer. Okay, next question. A book that contains a collection of words and their meaning is called a dash. Encyclopedia, novel, dictionary, manuscript. These are the 4 options. Which one of them is correct? It is option C, dictionary. Okay, next one. A person who loves and collects books is called a dash. Now, options are bibliophile, autograph, cartographer, archaeologist. These are the 4 options. Which one of them is correct? It is option A, bibliophile. Okay. With that, we come to the end of this sample paper. Please like and subscribe to my channel in order to see more videos like this. See you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye and happy learning all of you.